Yesterday was all about you talking about the future. Today can be about your season and what did this season mean to you to have this type of season?
No, I obviously feel very good with where I'm at, both personally and professionally. I think this was a season where I'm going to choose to take all the good parts from it and try and learn from every situation that was thrown at me throughout the year and try and grow from it. I still feel like, I had a fantastic year and I felt good the whole way. But I still feel like there's more, and that's what makes me excited moving forward.
When you say more, could there be more points? Was that what you looked?
I don't know if it can be for points or not. I just think as a whole, I think that I feel really good about my game. I feel really good about myself right now, and I'm excited to be at the place that I'm at right now. So I'm very much, as much as I try and stay in the moment. It's reflecting back as much as I can at this stage, and gives me a lot of joy. And I think that that's the most important thing that maybe I had been missing for a little bit. Is just enjoying hockey again. Because I love to play this sport. I love what I do, and I think that that really showed this year.
Erik, how's this one feel after compared to winning the first two?
Different. I'm a lot older now. I have, 2 small kids, and I've gone through a lot in my life that I didn't have when I first won when I was 21. So it means a lot. I think that I can grasp everything around it and appreciate things that come with it a little bit differently than maybe I did when I was 21 and whatever the other one was, 23 or something like that. It's a long time ago. So I'm just very, very joyful right now, I think. And, like I said, I'm going to enjoy it as much as I can. But at the same time, I'm probably more excited about the future.
Seemed like you were pretty nervous during that speech.
I was. My wife kept asking me the whole time if I was nervous and this and that. I was like, no, it's fine. I kind of know how this works and, what to expect. But I think that when the time finally came, I got nervous because it is a different situation and it hits you a little bit differently than you think sometimes. So once I got up there and you start seeing everybody and you're talking, I lost my words pretty fast and had to get out of there.
Just like this, right?
Yeah, a little bit. So it's no, but yes, I think no matter how many times you've done this or been through this, I think that this moment is a very special one, and you can never really prepare your body for how it's going to react when something like this happens. So it was nice to get that feeling again. It's been a while.
Now, Erik, you didn't win the Lindsay Award, but what did it mean to be nominated though by your peers?
No, it's obviously great. I mean, I voted for Connor. I'm just kind of expecting him to win. I think that he is, or in my generation, probably the best player that I've seen. So. But just to be in the mentioning for me means a lot. I take a lot of pride and respect in what I do, and to have the guys that you compete against on a daily basis to put your name that high. For me, the stage I'm in my career right now means a lot.
Erik, the league announced we're not going to do pride jerseys. The Sharks wore pride jerseys last year. I'm just wondering what you feel about that.
I don't know. I haven't even really thought about it, to be honest. So it's a hard question for me to answer, and at the same time, we don't really get a say in the whole matter. So I think that's probably a question for the guys in charge that makes those decisions.
I talked to David Quinn earlier today, and he said the one thing about you is they put so much responsibility on you, and you still have the season that you had. Both of you were able to handle all that. To do that and have the season you had, is that a big part of why you feel the way you do right now, as look ahead to what could be your next season in the year, that you were able to handle all of that?
Yeah, I mean, I think I was very fortunate to get drafted by Ottawa, coming to a city and a country where hockey is the biggest thing, and having guys like Daniel Alfredsson and Jason Spezza and Chris Phillips kind of show the way. And, I think that, responsibility was something that I was taught fairly early on in my career by a lot of good people. And I think that, the stage I'm at now, I think that I've kind of figured out a pretty good way for myself how to deal with it in a positive way, even though it's not easy sometimes. But I love responsibility, and I love high goals, and I love the pressure.
You're going to think back to just the injuries been to go down for some of your San Jose. So helping the story. Did you ever imagine, even like a year ago, that you'd be here today and have us?
I mean, I was always, in my own eyes, this is where I belong. This is where I should be every single year, even though that's pretty hard to do and hasn't happened, obviously. But I always believed in myself. Obviously, being healthy for a longer period of time has really given me a perspective on how important it is to take care of your body and yourself. Obviously, there's certain things you can't control. And I just think that, right now, the most important thing is to stay healthy. And obviously, that played a major factor into the season.
What do you think under Quinn's system that you have such a huge offensive season compared to previous years?
I mean, again, it's hard to say. I think, the entire coaching staff and with my career that came in, I think, we got some rejuvenation, and I think that guys really bought into it and enjoyed it. And like I said, it was a tough year for us. We did not win very many games, and when you don't do that, when that's what everybody wants to do, it can easily go one way or another. But the coaching staff and especially my teammates, I think, made it really important that we come to the rink every day and put the work in and enjoy what we're doing. And we did that. And I think that that's why a lot of us individually had pretty good years, even though, team success was not at the level that we want, but we're still feeling like we're pulling in the same direction, and it gives us a sense of purpose. So I think that he handled that with his entire staff tremendously throughout the entire year.
Have you heard it from any teammates yet? Rather, sort of text trying to hack.
97.
You think catch Lidstrom in Norris Trophy wins?
I don't know. That's a pretty tough one, and again, not something that has really ever crossed my mind. Like I said, I'm trying my hardest to enjoy the moment that I'm in. If you start looking too far behind or too far ahead, then time moves even faster. And I've been in the league for 14 years now, and it still feels like it's my second year.
What's a bigger honor, this or the Victoria Prize?
If you ask my dad, it's the Victoria Prize. Yeah. I mean, I haven't gone there and done that thing yet, but that's obviously another thing that means a lot to me, especially being in Sweden. And I don't get to spend as much time there as I would like anymore, but doesn't mean that it's still my home and place that I grew up in, and I hold it very dearly. So I'm very much looking forward to going back to Sweden and enjoying that part too.
Excited to meet, or he's excited to meet the royal family?
He is, yes, very excited. I've met them a few times, so I might be a little bit more comfortable than him around them. So, but he is very much looking forward to that, yes.